Carbon Knights Gaming.
Welcome back, Knights, to another Carbon Knights Summoner's War video with me, TorchHealer. Today we are going to be talking about guilds. The things to do in guilds, kind of a beginner's guide to being in a guild, or how to get in a guild, or why you should get in a guild. Um, and with that being said, let's crack that beer. Ooh, that's sprayed a bit. Ah, all right, let's get this video going. So, guilds. If you're starting in the game, it is called Summoner's War. A lot of people want to do summon stuff. Um, Guilds are a great way to kind of get some pointers. So I've been a part of quite a few guilds. I'm really lucky right now to have the one that I am in currently. It is Requiem. Where are you? There you are. So got a good bunch of people. To any of my guildies that actually watch any of the videos, shout outs to if you see your name, leave a comment, support the channel, do your thing. But why do you want to be part of a guild? Well, first of all, you can check in daily, get some free guild points, which I'll talk about afterwards. Get some guild points, get some energy, just kind of continue farming throughout the day. Um, there's a lot of kind of thoughts behind guilds. So in mine, you jump into the guild chat, you can chit chat away. Right now, we are just having a discussion about our labyrinth. So we're trying to see. I'll even give you guys a look here. So we've got about 4 hours left, 3 hours left, uh, 2.5 hours left to finish off tartar sauce here, Tartarus, and to finish double S. So we need one person to hit, um, essentially just finish the thing. It's the least you can get is I think 20 points. So if somebody hits it, we're good. We've got 5 guys that can hit it. Hopefully it gets done. If it doesn't, we'll finish it up tomorrow or later tonight, but it'll be into the S rewards. And that's kind of the way it goes. But that brings me to my first point. Excuse me. Um, the first point being be accountable to your guild, right? So not only is Labyrinth a guild event, you've also got your guild battles, right? Be accountable. Do your swords, right? You win, you lose. That's kind of the way the game is played. Um, you also have your siege battles, right? So yeah, we won this one. I didn't use all of my monsters, as you can see down in the bottom left corner. I used 18 of my 30, so we ended up winning. I was saving them just in case one of the other teams, the other guilds, kind of made a comeback on us, but we held them off fairly well. So be accountable, right? When you sign up, win or lose, you're going to get rewards. So at least put the effort in, show the guild that you're there, uh, and participate, right? It's another way to kind of help build friendships in this game. There's people that I've heard of or seen online that have only been in guilds in this game, and they've met in real life. Like there's tons of meetups going on a lot of the time. So getting a guild, right, is kind of an important thing, and you can always look for a guild, right? I'm not saying you have to have the greatest guild. I'm not saying that you're only good if you're in a G1 or G3 guild. Requiem is a G1 guild, so I've been very lucky to have some of these guys carry me through that. But you can always search for guilds. Um, it's not there's certain guilds can set up certain requirements, right? So with ours, you don't need any arena ranking, but the way that we work is we just search for tartar sauce. As you can see, you can search for tartarus in Labyrinth, and once we find him, then you hit everything. You hit Tartarus, you hit all the mini bosses, and you just kind of go forward from there. Now, if you're looking for a new guild, it's kind of there is a search thing. I'm not sure if you can do it if you're. Oh yeah, you can guild search. So you can search for the name of a guild if you want, um, or, and this is what I would suggest if you are a new player to guilds, right? So you're going to be looking for anybody that will accept anybody, right? And you just search. And as you look, you'll find one that's got, level 1, level 11, but what you're looking for is where they're going, right? If you're newer into the game, you don't want to be in a G1 guild. You're not going to enjoy yourself, right? Like this is full of Conqueror players. So, if you're up to that level 50, you're really trying to find a guild that's just going to let you farm. So you're going to set your same farming defenses as what I put in, I think it was last week in the in your arena, right? So go through and look what you can find, right? This isn't bad. There's some lower level players in here, 39s, 45s, 35s. So this would be a good starter guild. Um, Try and find one, hopefully in the language that you speak, so that you can discuss things. You want to be able to be like, oh, I'm having issues with, lowering my Dragon's 10 team, or getting a Dragon's B10 team, or, consistently clearing giants, right? Bounce your ideas off of your guild members. That's what they're there for. It's kind of a big family where you can help each other out. Um, and they're fun, right? Like you chit chat. We've had some pretty good conversations in my guild chat, and I really appreciate all my guild members, if any of them are online. See if anybody wants to say hi to YouTube. Whoa, whoa, spell it correctly there, Torch. There we go. All right. So the first important part is be accountable. Find a guild that you're comfortable in, where you can participate and enjoy playing the game. And you can build off each other. You can help each other out. Second of all, be accountable. Do your swords, do your Tartarus lanterns, hit those sieges, and use up your monsters and help the guild out. The point of it is to play together and enjoy the game together. Uh, and then, obviously, you get rewards, and not just, you can get some good rewards. Like, let's see what were my siege rewards this time in the chest that I pulled. Some people are getting some light dark pieces, or some mystical scrolls. I got a bunch of mana, which is kind of my norm, but I also ended up getting like 200 crystals and a bunch of guild points for it. So, what do you do with guild points, you ask? Well, let me fill you in on that. So, your guild points, you go to the guild shop, which is separate from your normal shop, right? So, these are only guild points, and you can pick and choose from here what you want. Uh, it works out really well, but once again, there's banners, right? These are going to help you only in guild um, events, right? So your guild wars, your guild siege, stuff like that. And as you can tell, I don't put a whole lot of effort into them. Once again, if any of my guildmates are watching, please just pause the video here, go forward a few minutes, and just kind of ignore the fact that I'm not really doing any of this. What do I use my guild points for? Well, mainly it's to even out when I get elemental scrolls. So if I get an elemental scroll from, say, World Boss or whatever, I don't like uneven numbers. So I use my guild points to even out my elemental scrolls, because it triggers me if they aren't even. Another thing is a 4-star Rainbow Mon every week. And why do you want that, you ask? Well, that's how you're 6-starring your monsters, right? You're not always going to have the fodder that you need. So if you can get a free 4-star Rainbow Mon every week, then it's a free, you get 1 month. Every month, essentially, you can bump one of your monsters up to a 6-star, right? So that's 12 monsters a year. Um, Even in the other weeks, like let's average it out. That's 10 6-star monsters a year just from doing guild wars. And I think it's only like 180, 150 guild points. So it's essentially it's pretty easy to gather up. Um, Another thing is the guild shop, right? So there's the guild store that you can look at, and then the guild magic shop. So this is obviously part of your guild. It expands as you um, level up your guild. So like a level 10 guild is not going to be as or have as many guild shop openings as a level 20 guild, etc., etc. So as you can see, sometimes it's just like your normal magic shop, but you can get some grinds in here. You can get obviously summoning stones or mystical scrolls, and it shows you how many people have bought something. So right above where it says Furious Rage Rune, it'll say members who made this purchase. So 0 of 26, it's a green rune. If you're new to the game, it is a 6-star rune, and it's a defense percent rage. You could throw that on like a who could you put that on? Copper. You can throw that on bulldozer. So any defense-based damage dealer, right? They would both benefit from that. And it's not the greatest rune, don't get me wrong, but it is a 6-star rune that you could use. As for everything else, 21 out of the 26 people in my guild have purchased this mystical scroll. So you can see, right? Like it'll give you an idea of what other people are buying in the game to help progress their accounts. And then it might make you think twice about, well, do I really need to buy summoning stones? Well, 19 other people did. Why don't I give it a try, right? As you can see, I have 1,700 saved up. I think in 2 weeks from this video is the Varad rotation. It's also going to be Christmas time, so it might not come out right away, but I am going to be doing a summoning video for that. So stay tuned. Like like the video, subscribe to the channel, write a comment. It'll let you know when we pop those scrolls. Hopefully, once again, it'll be like my 15th time going for Varad, and it'll be my 15th time probably not getting them, but Poseidon and my scrolls will be popped on that day. Um, what else do guilds do, right? Well, like I said, my guild is having a conversation, right? Is the Nine-Tailed Fox worth building? I could chime in because it's actually on my Giants team and it's a 4-star. Um, that's what I use it for, is in Giants. So I could chime in, give my 2 cents, but since we're making a video, we'll hold off for right now. What else? Ah, that's that's more or less it. So as a newer player, I'm just going to kind of go on a bit of a rant here. As a newer player, sub level 50, you're working on your Giants teams, you're, starting to get in a bit into arena, kind of tinkering around with that. You might not be the most interested in kind of competitive or player versus player PvP stuff. So like your guild wars, your siege wars, stuff like that. But at the end of each week, see if I can, where am I looking here? Where are we going? Where are we going? So at the end of each week in the, no, not that, Guild Wars. No. Oh, once again, you can get to the guild shop from there, pick out your stuff that you're looking for. So you're looking at your rank, right? So our rank right now is 474. We're at 2.8%, which I think G1 is 10% or less, or 10% or higher. Um, so you're doing pretty good, but your weekly rewards, uh, a lot of people aren't going to be in kind of a G1 guild, but even if you're down in like a Fighter 3 guild, right? So you have 10 people in your guild, it's a Fighter 3 guild, and you're each getting 100 summoning stones a week. So that puts you at 2 free summons a week just from doing guild battles. And yeah, you might win some, you might lose some, but at the end of the day, you're getting rewards that's not using any of your energy, so you can. Oh no, it is using your energy. But anyways, so it'll use your energy, but you're still going to be getting rewards at the end of the week, right? And you can kind of see what other people are doing with their monsters. And even in a G1 setup, I don't think anybody in this guild's got it set up, but you'll run into farming guilds. There'll be one monster defenses, and you just kind of wipe through. I know that ours are. We have a full set on the front and usually one monster in the round two until Friday. And then, you put full defenses and that just kind of keeps you at whatever rank you're at. So unfortunately, I did my Guild Wars earlier this evening. Sorry for anybody that was paying attention, but this is our defense setup. So I just set up a team that can hold their own sort of. I don't win a whole lot, but that's I'm trying, right? And then one monster on the end. The reason you see all the transmogs is because it is currently an event where all the monsters get transmogs for free for a few days or something like that. Um, but yeah, like if you're new into the game, look at those guilds and see what you can gain from it. And if you don't want to fight, just tell them, I don't want to be in guild wars. I don't want to be in guild siege. They don't have to put you into it. But just the fact that you're going to be joining, have a direct chat to other people that are playing the game. Um, so for me, it's, I'm kind of a mid game. I consider myself mid game. I can talk to other people that are slightly farther than me to get ideas on how to build monsters or what they think is a defense setup or how can I speed up my giants team. And it's the same thing if you're newer to the game. You can jump in there and there might be people that have been in the game longer than you, shorter than you, the same time, and you're going to be able to chat. It's a direct line to other people playing the game at your level where they can give you a bit more advice or maybe help you out, or say you pull out a good summon, and you kind of want to get that pat on the back, and chat's really quiet. Well, there's a good chance that your guild chat's going to be giving you some pats on the back. So I guess the end of the line is look into it. I feel it's quite helpful, especially to newer players, where they can kind of bounce those ideas, and you don't, as much as I like everybody coming and watching the YouTube channel, you don't necessarily have to go searching for a YouTube video to get extra information on certain things. Obviously, you're gonna come back to the Carbon Knights channel just because the information is so good. But if you have a quick question of is this rune good to keep, and let's say it's that defense rune, right? So you could say, well, I've got a rage rune that's green with a defense percent slot 2, right? Is that good to keep? And you'll get some ideas back. Well, who do you want to put it on? It could be good for so and so. It could be good for so and so. And it's immediate feedback from people that are at the same level as you. So, as always, like, comment, subscribe. I love hearing, if you are in a guild, how do you like your guild? Do you feel that you make a good fit in it? I know that I've moved up through a few guilds, and the one that I'm in currently, somebody else actually nominated me to go into and put my name in the hat for me. Um, But if you're not in a guild, why not? I'm not judging you. It's just, is it something that doesn't interest you or you don't want to do PvP stuff? Because there is a lot more to it than that. It's it's like a support group for summoners. Um, so it's kind of interesting. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, let me know, you know, are you happy with your group? Do you want to, or your guild? Do you want to, be in a higher guild? Are you looking for new guilds? We do get some return people. So if you have a guild and you need some more members, leave it down in the comments. Somebody might see it, and he might be a good match for you. Aside from that, if you're on Twitch, twitch.tv/carbon_knights. I know I need to get on there more often, working on it, but throw a follow down to let you know when we go live, and it really does help us out. Aside from that, hopefully this helps you out with kind of your thought process on guilds, and just, you know, once again, keep having fun with the game. Let me know if there's anything else you guys want me to look into. I might start looking into maybe some more arena stuff or kind of the importance of some other smaller aspects of the game as to why, yeah, it's something to look into. But yeah, so until next time, Knights, keep those shields up. We'll see you later. And yeah, I'm going to go drink my beer now. Keep those shields up. Well, Knights, you made it all the way to the end. You know what that means. You've won the chance to watch another one of our videos, or perhaps even subscribe. Make sure to leave a comment, and we'll see you next time.